It's Week 12 of the National Football League. And up next is Xavier Howard, who picked up 4 tackles in last week's contest. It's the Dolphins and the Patriots, just ahead on EA Sports.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. You know the story by now. Still winless on the year, and it's a bleak picture, to be frank, at 0-11.
But with 5 games left, you've got to find some inspiration somewhere. You've got to find a way to win a game.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. From the 27, Tua. He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Here's Tua. And this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. They'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. The kick by Parkey is good, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Tua. That's complete. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defense?
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. On 2nd and 9, Tua. And his throw here is incomplete.
They did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. From the 25 on 2nd down. Tua on the screen. This is Edmonds. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Second down and another run with Edmonds. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. On now the Miami field goal unit. This a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Tua now on 1st down. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Tua's throw taken in there by Crowder. Tua going to try and go quickly here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to pass, Tua. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards that time.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close. The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Adam Prentice, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now Pirine. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. His throw incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Tua sets up to pass it. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Sheldon Richardson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Ravens who have the lead in that one. J.K. Dobbins with a touchdown run. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Miami. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. For the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
2nd down and inches. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Jerome Baker. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield. but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And they will take over 1st and 10. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 27, Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy. And can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. New England trying to get a place on offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Caught. It's Wilson. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver. Is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route? Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest. Now a carry for Pirine. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Pirine again on 2nd down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards? Especially on 3rd down. Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage. The kick by Parkey is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns. Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. back now in Foxborough. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Tua. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. 49-yard punt. 5 on the return. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Colin, no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now Hill to return it. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man left side as the tight end long. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
They put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Tua going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. New England's offense set to go. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots now down by 11, and time a huge factor. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And dropping it off underneath, here's Pirine. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So that, Charles, another sack for him in his rookie year. Into double digits now is the first-round pick.
Yeah, and I think this organization struck gold when they drafted him. In fact, before the game, I saw the general manager, and all he wanted to do was segment all the things he needs to improve on. I think right now, he's got a big grin on his face. If he stays healthy, you're looking at a future All-Pro.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. Now a dump off here complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The kick by Parkey is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Dolphins, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, that first win remains elusive. They drop to 0-12 now with the loss here. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.